Edson right here. So another fight week underway. How are you feeling a couple days before your latest fight?
Feel great. It's one more fight week. I think that's gonna be my third fight in UFC. The most important, I'm very happy. I really enjoyed the whole process, and yeah, I'm very, very happy.
And, back in the Apex, what are your thoughts on that? Because obviously they need a type of legend or a superstar to headline these events, but at the same time, your last fight in front of a crowd would have been ridiculous.
I'm a fighter, Of course, I love to fight in front of the people, I love to hear the people, wow, oh, but I'm a fighter, I think the cage, inside the cage, does not change, It's still the same. Doesn't matter if you have some people around or not. On the Apex, I have, little people. But I'm a fighter, To be honest, I love to fight. I don't, worry about much the people around me.
And so, I know it doesn't make a big difference to you, but there is still kind of like a business aspect to the MMA game. So if you had a choice, would you rather headline an Apex event or be on the main card of a pay-per-view?
Like I said, for me, it's the same, I love to fight. I don't care it's going to be in Apex or on the, on the big state. I'm a fighter. I love to fight. For me, it's 50-50.
And so now you fought a lot of great fighters in your career. Next up is Lerone Murphy, another, younger, hungry contender. What are your thoughts on him, and what do you expect from him in the cage?
He's a really good fighter. He showed, he have 6 fights in UFC, but he showed he's one of the best. Of course, UFC don't give him a chance to fight the main event because he's a nice guy. He's fighting the main event because he deserves, because he's really good. It's going to be a war, like always, Everybody knows every time I step in the octagon, I'm ready for war, and I think Saturday is not going to be different.
I know every time we talk to you, you just let us know you don't really care too much about the opponent. You're not very picky. But with the win here, do you get a little bit more picky? Because I'd imagine you want to, climb up the rankings and not have to just keep fighting these guys that are trying to make a name off of you.
To be honest, I don't like, pick much, because I believe some people need to call some names. I think I don't need, man. Everything that I show for you guys, in 30 fights, I don't need to pick a name. I deserve, to be honest, And, yeah, that's what I think.
And so I have just one more question for you. We heard a little bit from Lerone Murphy before, a little bit from Sadiq Youssef, your past opponents, and they say that you're the kind of opponent that they get a little bit of like awestruck in the moment, like, oh my gosh, I'm fighting Edson Barboza. So what are your thoughts on that, and them having to kind of deal with that a little bit?
To be honest, I don't think about that. Don't worry about that. Yeah, to be honest.
Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Edson, you picked up your first main event win in your last fight after going 0-3. How did that feel?
Feel great, especially because I have a chance to fight 5 rounds, I trained for 5 rounds, the other fights, but yeah, I don't have a chance to fight 5 rounds. But this one, I fought 5 rounds, and I love it. Like I said, the more time in the cage, more I'm happy. I'm very happy.
And then before you call it a career, do you have to fight for the BMF title? Because I feel like if there's one BMF fighter in the UFC, it's got to be you. You fighting everybody.
You said, bro. Have one guy to deserve to fight BMF title? It's me. Because who's have a better highlight than knockout in UFC than me? Bro. Imagine him a fight me. Bro, I love Max Holloway. He's one of my favorite fights ever. I love to watch him. Very nice guy, very family guy. And imagine a fight me against him with the BMF belt.
Crazy. Crazy.
It's going to be very, very good for me, for him, for the company. And like I said, man, I have 30 fights. That my next one's going to be my third fight in UFC. I think I deserve that, man. Well, of course, my focus 100% on the next one. But, yeah, I think it's going to be good.
I mean, I'd watch that fight absolutely. What did you think of Max Holloway's knockout of Gaethje at UFC 300?
Bro, he, like I said, man, I love him. I love to watch a whole fight. You know, he show hard. He's a great striker. He play everywhere. Definitely one of my favorite fight ever to watch, man. I think he one of the best ever. It's gonna be a pleasure share the octagon with him.
Thanks, man.
Like you mentioned, you've been in the UFC now roughly 13 and a half years. Like you said, 30th fight. When you came in, when you were roughly, I'm guessing, 24, 25 years old, did you ever think that you would be in the UFC having your 30th fight and still more to come?
To be honest, I don't look much forward, you know. I do step by step, you know, fight by fight. I'm still here. I'm still the same hungry. I'm still, you know, still keep going, still getting better. And when I look back, I was like, wow, that's I have a beautiful life, you know. I really enjoy.
Like you said, you're still trying to get better. Are you still learning new tricks? I mean, are you still learning new techniques, new things? I mean, is it from the new guys coming in, or is it just you reevaluating and figuring things out? But you are still learning new tricks to the trade?
Of course, you have to. If I stop learning, I stop fight. Because, you know, the MMA, it's new sport. It's not a, you know, especially right now, since you see a lot of young comers with different techniques. You see, a couple years ago, you don't see much people fighting the both stance. Right now, everybody fights with the both stance. You need to learn. You need to get better every single day. That's one thing that motivates me. Go to the gym every single day. You learn something new. That's making me, you know, keep going, because I know I have a lot of things to learning.
Going off of that, I know a lot of fighters, when they've gotten into the sport, look at you as an inspiration and look at somebody that they look at the things you've done. Are there some fighters that you can maybe name, new fighters, that you find inspiration, you think like, wow, this kid's really something, or this guy's going to be something? Are there any names of people that you admire that are new to the sport, that are people that you got your eye on?
Yes, of course. I have a, you know, couple new guys, of course, but I'm really inspiration with the old guys, you know, because I know how hard this back the day. I can imagine how hard, you know. This motivated me a lot to keep going. But yeah, I have a lot of new young guys, really, really good, getting better every single day. That's motivated me to keep going, to try catch up with kids.
Well, and again, you're 38. You got Jim Miller, who's 40, who's fighting. What did you think about his last performances, or just how he's been recently? Maybe not the last performance, but recently he's still fighting some of his best MMA right now.
He's still fighting a high level, you know. He's fighting UFC 300 against Bob Green. It's a great fight, you know. Bob Green catching him with a couple shots, but great fight. He's keep going, man. I think he need to fight more, because he still put some show, you know. You see a lot of, especially the young kids today, I think the most kids don't fight for win. The most important on the kids' mind is not lose. Is don't worry about, you know, the win, and make some boring fight. And you see Jim Miller, he keep going, he keep go hard, go to real fight. That's the most people like it to watch, you know. That's, you see the difference for the young guys and the old guys. That's, I said, the old guys motivate me more.
How much has your training in a fight camp changed from when you were first starting to now? I'm sure you have to take care of the recovery for your body a lot more so, but is it completely night and day of how you started to where you are now?
Bro, it's changed a lot. When I was kid, when I moved to US, when I signed UFC, I wake up 4 a.m. for teach some private class. I was stay in the gym 4 to 1, go home, eat, back to the gym, go 4 to 8. You know, train all day, kill myself all day, run every day, lift weight every day, eat really, really bad, you know. And right now, when you get older, you need to learn it, you know. Right now, I try, you know, do everything right, hear my body, hear my mind, and that's, I said, I feel better than ever.
And what's the perfect number of fights for you in a year? If you could pick how many?
3.
3?
Yeah, 3 is perfect for me.
Sounds pretty good. Keys to the victory. What needs to happen to make sure you get your hands raised on Saturday?
Give my best. I think that's going to be the key for this fight. If I go there, give my 100%, give my best, I want to win this fight.
Can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Edson, for taking the time. Let me just circle back to what we were talking about with Kenny, how fighters, maybe want to fight not necessarily to win, but not to lose. What has changed? What, in your professional opinion, as someone from that cloth of like a Jim Miller, Donald Cerrone, Nate Diaz, anytime, anywhere, but now it's a little different to where guys want to protect the ranking, don't take, the losses if possible. What changed? What happened?
I don't know, because I believe the young guys looking for the UFC for the business, just worry about to be famous and make money. When I signed UFC, to be honest, on that time, I don't worry about the money. I want fight. That's it. I don't care. It's going to be pay me. I talked to the kids a couple of days ago in the gym. I remember my first MMA fight. He talked about his fight. I asked him, why you don't fight, bro? He said, oh, it's not good money, but he have a 1-2 professional fight. I'll say, bro, my first 6 fight out of UFC, I remember the guy paid me 200 plus 200, bro. What are you talking about? The kids don't want to fight to be, because he's a fighter. He want to fight for the business, for the money, to be famous. I think that's the big difference. The old guys, when they're kids right now.
Yes, sir. I agree, and that's a great. Thank you for that insight. You, as a veteran, as someone who carries the sport and represents the UFC proudly, you're still a student of the game. You still get excited. Just even the energy right now is so awesome. How do you find that drive, but still pick up some new tricks along the way, new things in the gym, something new to where you can say, you know what, I haven't tried that before. Let's add this to the Edson Barboza weapons.
Yeah, like I said, I try getting better every day. To be honest, I try getting better every single day. Every time I go to the gym, I try to learn something. And it's a lot of, I looking back, I just train specific things. I try to do something different. I swim, I do bike, I do a couple different things, help me a lot, not only physically, but especially mentally. And I start learning about that, because physically, everybody can do it, but be strong here, that's the hard part. And that's I get focused in last year and this year. Not only stay in the gym training crazy, always try, do some different things. I think I'm best in shape in my life. One of the best camp I have in my career. I'm very happy.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And to what you and Alex were talking about, you, Max Holloway, take my money. Can't wait if that ever happens.
You hear, guys? Please. Donna, you hear that?
Thank you, sir. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.